summertime by the bay. AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Norm Salter makes his big league debut right after this. Madison Bumgarner is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup in. Just in case you didn't know this, the guy...
One sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. So he's in at third to kick off the inning as you take a look at the league leaders in triples. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's Nolan Arenado. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Here comes the first pitch. This is skied into short left center. Jackson giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, I was fortunate to play 2 years in this ballpark and call it my home, AT&T Park. And one thing I'll tell you is, as a right-handed hitter, get going opposite field into the bay out of your head, because it's not happening. You have to keep the line drive approach. And this park plays 2 different ways. Day game, the ball will fly a little bit to left. Night game, stay on the attack, stay big part of the field, up the middle the other way, and you'll have success.
A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Michael Lyles will be on the mound for the Rocks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, Matt, I'm looking for Longoria to snap out of the funk he's been in. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting third, catcher, Buster Posey.
So digging in now, Buster Posey. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to third here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position. Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
That one's in there, 3-1. Dealt a lay-off ball 4 as he's able to reach on the base on balls.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Striding forward for his first chance, Evan Longoria. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. The 1-0 delivery. That's wide, 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit in the air to right field. Gonzalez has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. In to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Grounder down the line at third. Gloved by Arenado. And he'll just step on third, and the inning is over. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. Second inning now from San Francisco. All tied. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. First delivery to him on the way. Drilled to the left side. Taken in by Longoria. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Brandon Belt, nicknamed Baby Giraffe for obvious reasons. This guy has got big-time pop, short swing to the baseball. Also, very sure-handed defender. One of the best in the game at picking balls over at first and manipulating that bag for his infield.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Parker going back, still going back. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Rockies have now taken a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and there's another reason the word around the league is this guy's a bona fide Rookie of the Year candidate. He seems to come up big, never shying away from the moment like a lot of rookies do. It's been a joy to watch him have so much success in just his first big league season.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Bumgarner, affectionately known, of course, as Mad Bum. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Jackson. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 8, catcher, Norm Salter.
striding in for the Rockies, Norm Salter. And as you could imagine, the butterflies are fluttering as this is his first major league at-bat.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rockies strike for... Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Crawford, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Two balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one. Squared that one up just a little late. And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number one.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
Coming to the plate now, Jarrett Parker. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Lifted down the line in left, and they can't run it down. They'll try again. 1-2. Right side, and that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Batting ninth, Hector.
So in now for San Francisco, Madison Bumgarner. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Giants are down quietly. They're down 2-1. In now for Colorado, Michael Lyles. 9-1-2 due up.
Michael Lyles.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. This one for Crawford is short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. In now, Ian Desmond. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He ripped a triple to open up the game. high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Able to squeeze this one is Panic, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 20.
Riding in once again, Nolan Arenado. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Arenado stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates: the time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you find.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. We'll get a look at Austin Jackson when we come back. It's the Rockies 2 and the Giants 1. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Austin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Hit on the ground to third. Arenado has it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The second baseman, number 12. Joe Panic.
Digging in to try it again, Joe Panic. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is through into right field for a single. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here's Buster Posey now, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. A base hit in his first trip. And there's ball 1. Down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So the 2-out hit here brings in Brandon Belt to bat next. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The first baseman, number 9.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Posey at second with 2 down. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Panic is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Gonzalez is almost surely going to receive an invite to the All-Star game, as he currently leads all right fielders in fan votes.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game, Boney, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Popped him up. Belt waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trevor Story. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves if they don't start putting balls in gaps. This guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Now at the plate, Evan Longoria picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. And he misses with it. 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Takes this the other way to right. And this is going to be a base hit for Longoria. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Popped high in the air. Story is there for it. 1 away. Time now for the Rockies Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 players making some noise in the upper minors. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Longoria leads off first with 1 away. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Valaika into shallow center, but he won't get there. It falls in, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. He thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harbor.
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score one, maybe two. Safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
In there for strike one. With runners in scoring position this season, Bumgarner has a batting average in the low 100s, but as a pitcher, there's not much shame in that.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise. Hey, I don't mind you throwing a
catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. So 2 away for the Giants here in the fourth, and we'll go back to the top of the order now for Austin Jackson. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Gonzalez coming on. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Giants out in front here, 4-2. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Bradford Robinette. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1-1 the count. The 1-1. This one's down to third. Longoria's there, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Pat Valaika. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. This is line to left. Parker is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Number 9.
Digging in, Norm Salter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Missed with a slider.
Counts 1-0.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Here's Joe Panik. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
First offering on its way. Looped out towards short. And 1 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Buster Posey. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo home run for Buster Posey, number 11 for him on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Number 9, Brandon. Oh!
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Gonzalez has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side. Gonzalez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But bye-bye, baby. The Giants get 1 on the home run by Buster Posey. Through 5 innings. It's Gerardo Parra will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 8, Gerardo Parra.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Popped him up. And this will land foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Hey, tip your hat to the pitcher right there. That was a streak of 11 batters retired in a row before that base hit. Let's see if he can regroup and keep going.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ian Desmond, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a little tapper.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Parra on at first, nobody out.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Runner goes for second. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Here's Nolan Arenado, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Parker is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Well, his job right there at the plate is to move that runner over to third by getting the ball to the right side. On the mound, though, they're working him away, so he doesn't have a good pitch to do that with. That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Swing and a looper to left. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Standing in now, Jarrett Parker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Dunn, a 32-year-old veteran who was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 2-1 home. Line hard. Foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in.
The pitcher, number 40, Madison Bumgarner.
Ready once again, Madison Bumgarner. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. Robinette is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Up next for the Giants.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And a fastball just a bit high. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. We're through 6 full. It's the Giants 6 and the Rockies 2. back here in San Francisco. Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air and deep to left center field. Parker ranging back, still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. 29 home runs for him on the year. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Boy, when the leading MVP candidate steps into the box, I'm not sure it's wise to challenge him, especially with a pitch like this. But they do, and he makes them pay for their mistake. He's been doing this all year long.
Bradford Robinette stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Three runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Hit down the third baseline. And this will get by Longoria at third. It's a fair ball. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way. Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. He swings and misses. Throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Robinette leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's the 2nd out.
The catcher, number 9, Norm Salter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Norm Salter. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
The 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco. Here's Joe Panik to try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Second baseman, Joe.
He's set. Here it comes. Soft liner towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, he's 0 for 5. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon. Go!
Runner at second, 1 away, and standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Sliders in for a strike. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Nope. Here's one that misses high. It's 1 and 1. Hennick stands at second with 2 gone. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring. An infield single, booted.
2-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Safe at the plate as they tack on 1 more to make it 7-3 now. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Robinette is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. San Francisco leads this one 7-3. David Dahl is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
26, David Dahl.
Sent on the ground out to second. Hennick's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ian Desmond. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. He's set, and the pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Belt over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. 8th inning here from San Francisco with the Giants on top as we get a look at our line score to this point. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here, so that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. Derek Law trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado. They're down 4. It's 7-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Colorado, number 65, Jonathan Holder.
Striding in once again, Andrew McCutchen. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. High fastball is in there. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. The 1-1. Popped him up. Salter has a play. 1 out.
The shortstop, number 35.
1 gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Missed with a breaking ball. Holder benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike. And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. Story picks it up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Kelby Tomlinson will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Men on third with 2 down. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's an 8-3 ball game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
That fastball must have a little late life on it.
Because got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. On 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Giants 8 and the Rockies 3. 9th inning in this one. Corey Guerin comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And that swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
Number 25.
Digging in and looking for more, Bradford Robinette. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Here's a strike. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. The victory would belong to Madison Bumgarner, barring any late turn of events here. And that misses 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. McCutchen is after it, and he tracks it down, and this ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
8-3 tonight. The Giants took